Welcome back, crime sceners. So you would have to have been living under a rock to not know about the disappearance of Gus Lamont. And I'm sure many of you are looking at the police response and wondering what the hell they're doing. But I had a few thoughts about the whole thing, and I'm really interested to hear yours. So in case you didn't know, Gus Lamont is a 4-year-old boy who went missing from his family's remote sheep station near Yunta in South Australia on Grand Final Day, September 27th, 2025. That's 8 weeks now, and there's no sign of him. None whatsoever. Now, Gus was living at the station with his mum Jess, his younger brother Ronnie, his grandmother Shannon, and his other grandmother Josie, who used to be his grandfather. His father Josh did not live with them. Apparently he was playing outside on a mound of sand, and within the 30 minutes he was not being supervised, he has disappeared into thin air. Now, I won't go into all the details because I think you probably all know them by now, but I did want to give my 2 cents worth on a few bits of the information we're getting and also hear yours as well, so please drop them in the comments. Firstly, the shoe print, the one shoe print. This print was found about 500 metres from the house, but is anyone else wondering why there was only one? I mean, surely he walked out to that spot to make the shoe print. So where are the others? Was someone carrying him out there, or did someone just take the shoe and make a print to make it look like he walked out there? I find that kind of bizarre that there was only just like this one footprint. And as for the police and the way that they're handling things, I'm wondering what their thinking is behind what they're doing at the moment. Because after the William Tyrrell thing, they were saying that they should be running investigations alongside each other, like searching, like having a bunch of people searching, but also having a bunch of people investigate in case there was foul play, another investigating in case there was an accident, maybe another investigating in case he was kidnapped. And of course we know that police often keep a lot of their stuff close to their chest. They don't like to say a lot of stuff, but from what's being shown right now, it seems like they're really pretty set on that he's wandered off and something's happened to him kind of theory, which I'm not really buying, because I really think that you would have found something by now, a hat or a shoe, his t-shirt, something. More footprints. And they also seem to be pussyfooting around the grandmother as well. I mean, do you know how quickly I would be arrested if I was brandishing a firearm at a reporter? And the snake excuse is such a crock. As many other people have mentioned, you wouldn't be shooting a snake on your porch because of the risk of being hit with a ricocheting bullet. And also the fact that it is illegal to kill snakes. So whether he was killing snakes or threatening reporters with guns, both are illegal. And yet he seems to be untouchable. And if the snake excuse is true, why would you let Gus play outside on a mound of dirt knowing there are snakes around? And even just telling the reporter to go away. I mean, a missing child is the one time you do want reporters around. You see people with missing loved ones or murdered loved ones, and they are always trying to keep it in the news in case someone knows something. The only ones who don't keep it in the news are usually the guilty ones. And in this case, no one's saying nothing. Not even the mum, which absolutely blows my mind. I mean, where is she? We haven't seen her or heard from her. No one knows where she is. As a mother myself, I'd be standing in the town square screaming for someone to tell me where my son is. I'd be out on an ATV or a motorbike or in a car or on a horse just running all over that land, diving into dams and abseiling down mine shafts. Even if the police told me to just stay in the house, they would not be able to stop me. I'd be putting up posters, starting a Facebook page, anything and everything, and I wouldn't stop. Ever. I'm incredibly lucky that nothing ever happened to my kids, because I know that it would have consumed my whole life. And I know that people are different than me, but if you're a parent, let me know in the comments if you do the same as me or the same as Jess. I'm also wondering about the dogs. Why didn't they follow Gus if he walked off? Anyone out there who has a dog, tell me one instance when the dog hasn't tried to follow you as you leave. I've never had a dog who just sat there when I left the house. They all try to follow. And they would have barked if a stranger had been around, so I don't believe he was kidnapped either. As well as the logistics of being on so much land and so far away that nobody's just happening to drive past. And I have lived on a house with a bit of land before, and you can hear cars coming up towards the house. The people inside would have been alerted. And there's also something really effed up about that photo. For starters, one photo, is that all they had? Because that's unusual, especially in this day and age with cameras on phones. Usually parents have got so many photos of their kids they don't know what to do with them. But this photo looks like it was taken at a kindergarten or daycare or something. And we've all seen it like this, but I've seen it like this too. Has this photo been folded? I've never folded a photo of my child. If you're a parent and you have done this, please let us know in the comments that you have done this, and more importantly, why. The police are apparently doing a fourth search today, searching some mine shafts, the closest of which to the house is 5.5 kilometres. Could Gus have really walked 5.5 kilometres and fallen into a shaft? 5.5 kilometres is quite a hike for a 4-year-old. It's quite a hike for me, but definitely for a 4-year-old. And if he was walking in that direction, surely they would have found him when they searched for him for that 3 hours, even with a 30-minute head start. He's only got little legs. And the police website says that they were unaware of these mine shafts and where they were. As a parent, wouldn't that be the first place you looked? Well, the first place I would have looked was the dam, but then I would have gone straight to the mine shaft. And when emergency services came along, I would have pointed them out. I'm sure police asked about the surrounding area. I mean, who doesn't say, oh yeah, there's a mine shaft 5 kilometres away and these shafts are uncovered and unfenced, and yet they just allow a 4-year-old to play outside completely unsupervised for extended lengths of time. I call BS on the timeline anyway. They searched for 3 hours before calling for help. Bullshit. Go outside right now and just search for 3 hours. Now imagine it was your missing child you're looking for. 3 hours is a long time. 3 hours in a panic is much worse. There's just no way a parent would wait that long to get help. Nobody is searching for 3 hours before calling someone. You'll know quite quickly that he isn't in the area, especially since he was only gone for 30 minutes. He wouldn't have got that far in 30 minutes. And you have cars and other vehicles that you can drive around in to catch up with him. There's just no way. And I call bullshit on the 30 minutes too. I think they said 30 minutes because it's enough time to say he could have gotten a fair way away, but not enough time to make yourself look like a completely negligent caregiver. Like if you said, I only took my eyes off him for 5 minutes, then nobody would believe you, because if he was only gone for 5 minutes, you would have found him quite quickly. But if you said, I hadn't seen him in an hour, then people would be saying, you weren't watching your 4-year-old for an hour? So I think they said 30 minutes because it was like a sweet spot. But who even says Gus was there at 5 o'clock? Who even says he was there that day? When was the last time anyone outside of the family actually saw him? Could he have been gone for days, weeks, even months? What's your take on this? I'd love to hear your theories in the comments. I really hope they do find him, but it's not looking too hopeful at this stage. I'll be interested to see if the police uncover anything in their fourth search.